Yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. A predator smells fear, and I smell a lot. My competitors fled scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all, excess, the sex, and much success. Stress sucks, I want it all, no less, so come on.
Hello everyone, my name is Puddy and welcome back for another edition of Tuesday Night SmackDown, the final edition of Tuesday Night SmackDown. We are here for the WrestleMania Tailgate Party. It is the last episode of Tuesday Night SmackDown in this series, and we got a big one.
I thought it was the last SmackDown of... No, that's not what you said. I thought it was the last episode of Tuesday Night SmackDown ever, Puddy.
I mean, maybe it is. Who knows what's happening after WrestleMania? Because
Also,
we do know that if John Cena loses at WrestleMania, if the match does indeed go ahead, he will step down from controlling SmackDown. So will anyone be able to fill the power gap?
oh shit, will Vince McMahon reabsorb SmackDown?
Well, we don't know what could happen. So many things are open to us after WrestleMania, but for now, let's build to it.
I also have to say, Puddy, you've ruined my marketing for SmackDown.
Why have I ruined your marketing for SmackDown?
See, I have marketed every single thing I've done with, or not SmackDown. God damn it, what's wrong with me? Why can't I say, first of all, yes, you did, exclamation mark. There should be an exclamation mark. Second of all, the M in WrestleMania should be capital. It's how I brand WrestleMania.
Bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome tonight.
In front of a packed crowd.
We've closed off a few of these like stands. All right.
Jesus Christ, here we go.
And we open
Christ.
up. Sami Zayn is in the hospital. Sami Zayn is in the hospital. He's watching it. This is down the bottom right. It says Wednesday, right? And Sami Zayn is watching NXT, and the doctors are talking to him and they're saying, "Sami, look, I know you really want to wrestle next Sunday, but it's not looking good. I don't think we'll be able to clear you for it." Sami continues watching NXT, and he looks almost in like in a suit, like just in a vegetable state almost. He's just sitting there, lying there,
and then a single tear comes down his
staring
face. He's like
staring at Kyle O'Reilly defending his NXT title.
No, Kyle O'Reilly's hurt too. Kyle O'Reilly is next to him watching Kyle O'Reilly retain his NXT title. He's like,
Oh, no, it's Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is next to him. But yeah, go on.
As is Connor with his bruised leg. Why is everybody injured now in this safe? What happened?
Don't jinx it, Tucker. Alexa Bliss, she's backstage.
In a hospital bed next to Sami Zayn.
She's sitting down. No, this is Tuesday. We were looking at Sami from last Wednesday. This is Alexa Bliss in the present. She picks up the mic and she goes, "You know, Becky Lynch, you took away my WrestleMania moment, and I will never forgive you for that. I won't be wrestling at WrestleMania, but you can be damn sure that the second I get back, I'm coming straight for that WWE Championship."
Putty Women's Championship.
WWE Championship. Let's move on.
All right, moving on. Oh, Jesus.
We have the traditional Money in the Bank triple threat as the three competitors in Money in the Bank have a match, and Rusev defeats Roderick Strong by submission with the Accolade.
Big match.
Not really.
Felt big.
So we have a music video where Samoa Joe is punching a punching bag.
Is he the Destroyer?
He is the Destroyer.
He is the Destroyer, folks.
But remember, John Cena said that he wasn't the Destroyer.
Oh, no.
So now we have a thing down in the bottom right that says Thursday. Sami is still in the hospital, and he tries to get up off the bed, and he rips out his IV, and he rips out all the medical stuff, and he tries to go for the door, and the doctors are stopping him. They're like, "Sami, no, you can't. You're too hurt. We can't let you leave. We're legally obligated to keep you here." And they subdue him and put him back in bed. And then Sami makes a phone call.
Oh.
And it fades to black. And that's his Thursday. As Becky Lynch says, "You know what? We're not going to have a Memorial Open Challenge this week. I know exactly who I want out here. Asuka, get your ass out here."
Jesus.
And in A3B+, Becky Lynch defeats the number one contender with an Asai moonsault, staking her claim.
Yeah, Jesus. This is like...
So,
Oh.
Sami Zayn jumps out of a window onto a mattress positioned behind the hospital, and who is waiting for him with a car but Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano laughs and says, I could have missed my flight to New Orleans for this, Sami, but come on, jump in. They get in the car and they drive off, and Sami says, drop me off at DuPage. And Johnny looks very confused, and he looks at Sami and he says, but the flight to New Orleans is at Midway. Sami says, I got something I need to take care of first. And it fades to black, and that was Friday. As AJ Styles is backstage, grooming session gone right, number 4 with Delight You, Tucker loves her. As AJ Styles and Tommy Enda are talking, and Tommy's like, why did you make it career versus career, AJ? You could have easily just made it if Undertaker loses, he retires. Why'd you have to put your own life on the line? And AJ says, if there's one thing that Sami Zayn has taught me over the last 2 years, hell, even someone like Zack Sabre Jr., is that you fight much harder when your back is against the wall. And you know what else? I've had a terrible 2018. It's been one of the worst years of my life as a wrestler. And if I can't beat The Undertaker, then maybe it's time to rethink some stuff.
Some emotional shit.
Kenta defeats Heath Slater.
A rematch of their many Raw bouts over the series.
And so,
Oh, jeez, John Cena still not removed his hoodie.
Baron Corbin is meant to be Billy. So John Cena says, with Alexa Bliss, and also Becky Lynch is supposed to be in this angle.
Holy shit, buddy. This is...
This is bad. He says that Becky Lynch is going to replace Alexa Bliss in the triple threat match because she beat the number 1 contender and Alexa Bliss is injured, so you can rebook that in.
So we are changing... Actually, we'll do 2 things here. We will delete that booking, then we will add in the new triple threat match. You think I'm playing a Puro save or something with all those 3v3s I keep clicking by accident?
I've also got a couple of matches that are confirmed on SmackDown that need to be booked now.
Alexa Bliss. Nope, not Alexa Bliss. Becky Lynch and Asuka. I can also book a 3v3 of my own, though.
How dare you advertise for your brand on this show?
Yeah, everyone, as we will see the Wyatt family. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have to, delete all those versions. God damn it. Take on Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns.
And then can you also book in Chris Hero or Johnny Gargano?
That I can.
Just confirm. For the WWE Championship. WWE Men's Championship. I think that's everything.
All right, so we move forward into...
So this time it's on Saturday, and Sami Zayn is on a flight. He's on a plane. Seems to be touching down, and one of the flight attendants comes up to him and says, "Do you need anything, mister?" Sami Zayn says, "Nah, thanks. I've got everything I need right now." He looks out the window. It fades to black.
Jesus Christ, Sami Zayn's gonna kill himself.
As we have another video where Samoa Joe is destroying a punching bag.
Oh, okay.
And he looks at his IC title. And then Hot Sauce Tracy Williams defeats Dash Wilder.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Sami Zayn on Sunday, where he's walking. We don't really know where he is, but it seems like it's a rough neighborhood. But he recognizes someone, and that someone comes up to him, shakes his hand, and says, "Hey, you busy next week, Sami? We should get some dinner." Sami says, "Yeah, I'm a little busy, bro." And it fades to black.
What the fuck?
No, wait. So, and also in that angle, he says, "Hey, but I'm going to be on SmackDown this week."
Oh.
John Cena not John Cena. Samoa Joe says, "There's one thing that's been irking me, Zach, over the last couple of weeks." Well, there's actually been 2. The first thing is, John Cena, you said I wasn't the destroyer you thought I was. You know what? That pissed me off. And you know what, Zach? You want a roadblock? You want that challenge that destroyed you at SummerSlam 2 years ago? You're not going to see the nice guy Joe. You're not going to see the competitor Joe. At WrestleMania, Zach, you're going to see the destroyer. I will break your fucking arm.
Oh, shit. Can we have an arm versus arm match?
As the champ is here. Up next, I think. Nope, it's AJ Styles versus Drew Gulak.
Well, this occurred.
This occurred. It happened, I swear. So we have Sami on Monday. He's walking backstage at a wrestling show on Monday. It's a little weird. And then there's a figure. And the figure turns around and says,
"What are you doing here?"
I don't really know myself, but I just felt like I had to come here. And I knew you'd be here, and I needed for me to come here and to wish you luck for Sunday. Good luck.
You're wishing me good luck.
And Sami walks away.
Ooh. What? Kevin Owens turns around and walks past Eva Marie and Primo.
The champ is here as he makes his elaborate entrance for our main event of the evening, which is challengers versus champions.
Oh, somebody needs to break their neck. Never mind.
Oh, thank fuck. In the 92A, Zack Sabre Jr. defeats Samoa Joe by pinfall with a penalty kick. Is that foreshadowing for this Sunday at WrestleMania in this building? And up next, Sami Zayn is walking backstage. It says Tuesday. And John Cena, he's running around frantically. We're cutting between... In his hoodie, they're cutting between Sami Zayn and John Cena. Sami Zayn's just walking backstage, coming to like no resistance, as John Cena's directing the New Orleans police officers to the doors and stuff. And then we're cutting back to Sami Zayn, who's again walking through the locker room. There's no police officers there, and Cena is fucking confused. He's like going mental. Like, where is Sami Zayn? And Sami Zayn like bursts out of the curtain into an arena, and John Cena's out in the ring, and he's like, "Where's Sami Zayn?" And then the Sami Zayn footage shows that Sami Zayn is in Madison Square Garden with a capacity 20,000 crowd right now, Tuesday night. And he goes to the middle of the ring and he picks up a mic and he sits down and he says, "That's right. I'm not in New Orleans right now, John. I never said I was going to be in New Orleans right now. I said I was going to be on SmackDown. You see, John, when you revealed everything last month, when you told the whole story, you took everything away from me. For a little while there, I was lost. I was going mad, thinking to myself that everything I had done over the last 2 years was for nothing, that it was just a waste of time, that my crusade to make wrestling fun again, it really was a facade. Not because I was lying about my objectives, but because the goal I was trying to achieve was impossible. I envisioned a SmackDown run by the very best, where week in and week out we would challenge each other and push each other to be better than we were before. No animosity, no hatred, just competition. That attitude drove me forward. But that SmackDown was impossible. Because SmackDown as I knew it, the brand, the place where people would come and wrestle like normal, was completely a lie. What SmackDown really was, what you made it, was some sick kind of social experiment. So you're right, John. When I ask for a match at WrestleMania, I'm not fighting for SmackDown. I'm fighting for me. I'm not fighting for the greater cause or some sort of righteous victory. I'm fighting for revenge. Because you put me in a hamster wheel for 2 years. You used me. And what's worse is that all you look at me at is a failure. The leftover discarded rubbish of your little game. That's the way I thought a few weeks ago. Those thoughts of hatred and violence swimming in my head. The only thing I could think about was getting my revenge, of starting this sick circle of animosity all over again, giving in to your sick, demented game. But then you gave me the greatest gift of all, John. Separation. And a chance to think. Because when you suspended me, I got to spend the better part of 2 weeks back home in the mean streets of Montreal. I got to have a walk, clear my head, build a snowman, and reflect not just on your words, but what those words really meant. You see, John, that space you gave me let me have a few revelations. When I got back home in the city, I had dozens of messages left on my answering machine from guys and gals like Johnny Gargano, Zack Sabre Jr., among others, making sure I was okay. And when I snapped, when I went well beyond what is acceptable for a human being, those messages didn't stop. My friends didn't condemn me or cut ties. They realized something was wrong and tried to help me. And you want to know why? Because they're my friends. Johnny Gargano and Zack Sabre Jr. are some of the best friends I've had in my entire life. And I didn't even know them before I moved to SmackDown. I showed up on week 1 and introduced myself, and over the last 2 years, they have become an integral part of my life. The battles we fought have strengthened our bonds. And it doesn't matter that those battles were fake, that you created them all to test us. Those bonds, those emotions, those are real. And that's the reason why I'm here, because it doesn't matter that you set this all up, that you lied to us, that this company has been nothing but a mirage designed to scientifically create some kind of super wrestler, because you're bitter that you peaked early. None of that matters. Because since 2016, 20,000, and he points to the crowd, strong, have packed Madison Square Garden week in and week out to see some of the best wrestling in the world. Because since 2016, 20,000 strong have packed Madison Square Garden to see who is the best competitor this brand has. And because since 2016, 20,000 strong have packed Madison Square Garden to support me and people like me. When we say that we envision a different kind of wrestling. SmackDown may be fake, but SmackDown is real. I had one other revelation when I went home, John, and it's the biggest reason why I can stand in this ring and tell you that I will beat you this Sunday. You talk like I'm weak, like I'm some sort of naive child who looks past all his opponents because all he sees is some sort of future that will never happen. You chastise me for using ideals like make wrestling fun again to keep moving forward. Yet at the heart of this little social experiment of yours lies a man. This ideal wrestler who you so desperately want to recreate. That man came into the business with a weird attitude, spouting raps and pissing people off. That man came into the business sticking to his guns and crowing about hustle, loyalty, and respect. You think ideals are weak, but your very definition of perfect is a man who hung so tightly to his ideals that it took him to the top. So that's what I'm going to do, John. Because I agree that we need to finish this project. And this Sunday, I am going to stick to my ideals, and I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to hurt you. This isn't some kind of savage brawl. On Sunday, John Cena, I will beat you fair and square in a wrestling match and show you that I will not stand by and be some kind of reject, and that I am not a waste of your experiment. I will show you that I am one of the greatest wrestlers in the world and that your little project succeeded. The result is Sami fucking Zayn. And he drops the mic and he jumps into the crowd as SmackDown goes off air for the last time before WrestleMania.
Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn.
Thank you everyone for joining us for the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. I've had so much fun these last couple of weeks. Hope you guys have too. And we're going to see you at Mania, or Mania's pre-show. It's the next show.
The pre-show to the show of shows.
Thank you everyone for commenting and talking about SmackDown over this last year. Some of the stuff I've done on this show has been some of the most satisfying stuff I've done on YouTube, and so I really appreciate everything you guys have done. And thanks, Tucker, for having me on.
Thanks for coming and doing it every single other occasional day, sometimes, whenever I felt like it.
It has been a pleasure.
You can feel the sincerity in those words, folks. Just like you can hear the sincerity when I say, you can all go fuck yourselves.
Have it.
Never mind, she'd have it.